What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Coffee with Dudes pod. Today, it's going to be a solo pod. I'm going to go over my trip, the wins that I had from my trip, the small or slight setbacks and things I would have maybe done differently, and how I approached this weekend. So this weekend, I went down with the family to Sunriver or Bend, Oregon, and it was a great opportunity for me to, first and foremost, just enjoy myself, just reset, hit the reset button, enjoy some beautiful weather, spend time with family. We got to do all the fun things. So we stayed at the Sunriver Resort. So if you've ever stayed there, it's awesome. It's all inclusive. You really don't have to leave that place to go do anything. From food, there's also a village that's not too far away that has a shopping center, and they have all stores and ice cream places and restaurants and all that good stuff. And they also have stuff on the resort too. So I want to walk away with the highlights and wins. Wins was first and foremost being able to enjoy myself, spend time with friends and family, and really kind of just let some stress off and not have to worry about anything and really just enjoy myself. That was first and foremost. We did some awesome stuff. We rented bikes. They had a swim center there that had like 2 water slides and indoor outdoor pools, like lazy river, all kinds of stuff. And then they had about 6 miles of bike trails that we rode on that flowed right along the Deschutes River. We got some fishing in. You guys know me, I love fishing. They had a golf course there. I didn't get any golfing in this time. Last time I was there, I actually golfed. What else did they have? Awesome shopping centers, ice cream, got to experience some awesome food too. So from breakfast to American style and burgers and chicken sandwiches. We did a lot of that. We also got to go to I can't remember the name of it, but it's some lodge. It was maybe like 10 to 12 minutes away, super close, beautiful place. Next time we want to try to stay there as well. Awesome, like infinity pool that went into this pond that when we sat right next to the water, it was just a beautiful area. Cool bridge there. I forget the name of the place, but beautiful place there as well. Just everywhere down there is awesome. And it wasn't too hot too. It was like 80 degrees, like high 70s, low 80s. Perfect. We had amazing weather. And with that, on the eating note, it was a chance and opportunity for me to not have to worry about anything. I spend the other 300 and whatever days out of the year, tracking my food and being meticulous about what goes into my body and really caring, and being able to flip the switch and go, hey, you know what? We're going on vacation, and my number one rule is to enjoy it. And that's exactly what I did. So that's the biggest win that I want to walk away with from this weekend, is saying, hey, I actually got to enjoy myself with no regrets. Now, did I feel amazing the whole time because I gorged myself with amazing, delicious food? No. Did it taste phenomenal? Of course. Do I have any regrets about it? No. And that shows that I'm in control. That just reaffirms that I don't have to eat perfectly all the time. I don't have to log every single perfect thing. We had a lot of snacks. We even had snacks at our hotel room too. So it was just like, I felt like the one consistent thing that we were doing throughout the entire weekend was eating, whether it was going to the resort and the restaurants there, whether it was going and driving a little bit of ways to try some new restaurants or breweries. We did that. But I will say this is how I kept the guardrails on. The way I kept the guardrails on were I tracked very loosely. And if I knew that we were going to go out to dinner, we went out to breakfast too. But if I knew our main kind of meal was either going to be like lunch or dinner, then the beginning half of the day, I brought my protein powder, right? So I was able to have a shake in the morning, maybe a banana, something that's super simple, high protein, it's going to fill me up, higher quality food and fuel. And then that way, knowing the rest or the back half of the day, I was going to be kind of eating whatever I want within reason, right? Not going crazy or anything, but enjoying stuff that's out of the norm, that's out of my routine, ordering off a menu and getting the fries and doing all that stuff, right? So I really, really enjoyed myself. I have zero regrets. I gained about 5 pounds by the time I got back. And now this is less than 24 hours and I'm almost all the way back down to where I was when I originally left. So it just goes to show you that if I went into that with a different mindset and I was like, man, I need to be meticulous with everything and I need to track everything and I need to not eat out and I need to be the only one that brings my meals and like do crazy stuff like that, I would have regretted it if I did that. So I'm just sharing my side of the story because I have been in those shoes before. I have had that mindset and thinking that a weekend trip of 4 days was going to completely derail me. And that was the mindset that I used to think in. And now I go on trips, I enjoy myself, I'm able to let loose. And the funny thing is when you give yourself that freedom to do it, when you've been really diligent in your routine and you've been consistent and you've been fueling your body properly leading up to the trip, you find that you feel a certain way when you introduce this lower quality food, the more fun foods. You kind of feel like shit. You feel terrible. And so it forces you to make better decisions when it comes to food choices. It makes sure that you hydrate and stay hydrated really well. It almost like forces you into these better decisions, and you do it more out of like, oh man, I want to feel better. So I'm not just going to eat like total crap. Or if I have been, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, right? Or I'm going to decide to go after we eat, I'm going to go on a walk. And that's another thing was we crushed steps this weekend. So we walked everywhere. I had days I was averaging anywhere from like 14 to 16K. We had days close to or above 20,000, like, and that's just because everything was there at the resort that you could walk to, that you could bike ride to, that you could, was within walking distance. You really didn't need to use the car much at all, unless we were leaving and like going to a restaurant or something like that. But yeah, awesome adventure, awesome place to go to if you were ever in the Oregon area. I know that's a destination place for a lot of people, is the Bend area. We specifically stayed in Sunriver, but it's right there. We had some great times in Bend as well. But those were my wins. Anything that I wish I would have done differently? Maybe not go as hard sometimes on the food aspect of it. Like I was kind of obnoxiously, eating whatever I ate at dinner, like whether it was burger or chicken sandwich and sweet potato fries and ketchup and, all the stuff. Of course it tastes delicious. And then a huge monster scoop of ice cream with a waffle cone. And like, I probably overdid it on some stuff, but, just the way I felt after eating all that stuff is, and it's not that I regret it, but I could have spread those out a little bit more instead of like gorging for dinner and getting all the sweets right after. But you do it every once in a while. And so I had fun doing it. And that's, if I were to give anything or any feedback to myself, would be like, maybe don't do those as close to like back-to-back meals like that, and spread it out. Maybe go crazy on lunch and then wait a little bit, either eat a little bit better for dinner and then have the ice cream, or like, just spread it out. I would have spread it out a little bit more. It wasn't that I wouldn't have had it. Don't get me wrong, I still would have had all the things. I just would have been better at spreading it out a little bit, so I didn't cram it like all in. I'm just thinking of one night in particular where I just kind of went crazy on dinner, and then we went straight to ice cream right after, and I was like, oh, I was like stuffing myself, but it tasted phenomenal. I powered through it. And so got my energy expenditure in. Oh, and they had a phenomenal gym at the resort too. So I kept my workout schedule exactly the same, because in this case, the gym had everything. They had an amazing setup, dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells. They had like a little functional fitness section with like a rower and a ski erg, and just phenomenal setup at the resort. And so I was able to get my workouts in without skipping a beat. And by the way, woke up before everybody else, and we got our work in, right? We got our work in so that we can enjoy the day with the rest of the friends and family. And we made it happen, and by the time we were done with that, they were like, you guys already worked out? And it's like, yeah, we kept our routine the same, right? The habits go with you no matter what. Could we have completely not worked out? Sure. Like that's up to you. That's up to the individual. But for me personally, I enjoy my workouts. I love the way that I feel when I'm done with them, the accomplishment, the endorphin high, how my body feels. I feel normal when I work out, when I train. And I hope everybody gets to that point and gets to feel that, and remembers that you don't have to. And if you can approach your workout with that sort of mentality, you use it as medicine, you use it as fuel, you use it to become better and be better, not just like checking this box of this thing that you have to do. So that was a huge non-negotiable for me, as I'm getting my workout in no matter what, and especially knowing that I'm going to eat like crazy, that every single second after that is going to be all play. Man, let me at least do this for myself, and continue to set the standard, continue to feel amazing, continue to nourish my body with some movement, and get my workout in. And so that's what I chose to do. And so I just wanted to walk away with my personal experiences, share them with you guys. And if you have any questions, as always, shoot us a comment. Hopefully this was helpful to any of you who have been struggling with the whole travel, feeling like you're going to fall off track. Hopefully my experiences help shed some light. Is my way the only way to do it? Absolutely not. But hopefully in sharing my experiences, you're able to take at least 1 or 2 golden nuggets that you could either share with somebody who you feel like would benefit from it. Remember, we're uploading episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Hopefully, Alex and I can get back and reconvene with our schedules. But in the meantime, you're going to see some solo pods from us, and we will get back together shortly. So again, all we ask is that you guys share this with somebody that you know, like, and love, and we will see you guys on the next episode.